In the heart of a hard-working American town, Chickanic built more than a repair shop. She created a place where people felt understood. Long before internet fame arrived, her days were filled with grease-covered tools, noisy engines, and loyal customers who trusted her knowledge. Together with her husband, she spent years helping families keep lawnmowers, chainsaws, and small machines running smoothly. It was honest work that demanded patience, skill, and long hours. Every repaired engine represented someone depending on them to solve a problem. Over time, the shop became a familiar part of the community, known not only for quality service but also for kindness and reliability. Running a local business was never easy, yet she remained dedicated through difficult seasons, rising costs, and endless responsibilities. What made her story special was the passion she brought into every task, even during exhausting days. She believed fixing things mattered because it saved people money and prevented unnecessary waste. That belief eventually became the foundation for everything she would later share with millions online, learning the value of hard work. Before cameras, subscribers, and internet attention, life revolved around discipline and determination. Running a repair business required far more than technical skill. It demanded physical endurance, emotional patience, and constant problem-solving. Every morning brought new challenges, from stubborn engines that refused to start to customers worried about expensive repairs. Long workdays became normal, especially during busy seasons when broken equipment filled the shop faster than repairs could be completed. Despite the pressure, she continued learning and improving her craft year after year. Small engine repair may seem simple to outsiders, but it involves deep mechanical knowledge and careful attention to detail. Through experience, she gained confidence and developed a reputation for honesty and precision. Customers appreciated that she explained problems clearly rather than confusing them with technical language. That trust became one of the most valuable parts of the business. Even during difficult periods, she remained committed to helping people repair equipment instead of replacing it unnecessarily. Those years shaped her understanding of resilience and laid the groundwork for the authentic personality audiences would later connect with online, turning a camera into opportunity. In 2017, she decided to try something completely different. After years of working behind repair counters and inside noisy garages, she picked up a camera and began sharing repair tutorials online. At first, the idea seemed simple. She wanted to help people fix common problems themselves, while also proving that women belonged in mechanical trades just as much as anyone else. The channel name reflected both humor and confidence, combining personality with technical knowledge in a way audiences immediately found memorable. Early videos were straightforward and practical, filmed after long work days when most people would already be exhausted. She often spent late nights editing content after spending entire days repairing equipment at the shop. The process was demanding, but she believed the effort could eventually help more people than the physical store alone. Slowly, viewers began discovering her tutorials and appreciating her honest teaching style. Unlike highly polished productions, her videos felt real and approachable. She explained mechanical concepts clearly while maintaining a warm personality that made audiences feel comfortable learning from her, building trust with viewers. As her audience grew, people connected with more than mechanical advice. They connected with authenticity. Many online creators focus heavily on entertainment, but her videos balanced education with sincerity. She spoke naturally, admitted mistakes when necessary, and approached repairs with patience rather than arrogance. Viewers trusted her because she seemed genuine. That trust became the foundation of her growing success. People from different backgrounds started relying on her videos to save money, repair equipment, and learn practical skills they never imagined understanding before. Some viewers had never picked up tools before watching her channel. Others were experienced mechanics who appreciated her straightforward explanations and work ethic. Over time, the channel became a supportive community rather than just a collection of tutorials. Fans admired her persistence and respected the way she balanced internet success with real-world responsibilities. Unlike creators who appeared disconnected from everyday life, she still worked directly with customers and dealt with the same struggles many small business owners face. That connection gave her content emotional depth and made audiences feel they were learning from someone who truly understood hard work and practical problem-solving. The pressure behind online success. While viewers often imagine internet fame as easy money and flexible living, the reality can become overwhelming. As the channel expanded, the pressure to constantly create new content increased dramatically. Online platforms reward consistency, meaning creators feel constant pressure to upload regularly or risk losing visibility. For someone already managing a demanding repair business, that expectation became exhausting. Days no longer ended after closing the shop. Instead, evenings were spent filming repairs, editing videos, responding to viewers, and planning future content. The workload became emotionally and physically draining. Success brought opportunities, but it also created responsibilities that never seemed to stop. Audiences saw completed videos but rarely saw the sleepless nights behind them. Balancing a public online identity with the realities of running a local business became increasingly difficult. The constant need to remain productive left little room for rest or personal time. Over time, burnout quietly began building beneath the surface. Even positive success can become unhealthy when people feel trapped between growing expectations and the limits of their physical and emotional energy. Life inside a family business. Family businesses carry a unique kind of pressure because work and personal life often become deeply connected. She and her husband worked side by side for years, handling everything from repairs and finances to customer service and inventory management. Every challenge affected both their professional responsibilities and home life at the same time. During busy seasons, there were few opportunities for rest or vacations because customers depended on them constantly. Running a repair shop required teamwork and trust, especially when unexpected problems appeared. Her husband handled much of the larger heavy equipment while she focused on smaller engines and customer communication. Together, they built a reputation for reliability through years of dedication. Yet physical labor eventually takes a toll on the body. Long hours lifting equipment, bending over engines, and performing repetitive tasks became increasingly difficult over time. The strain of maintaining both a growing online presence and a physically demanding business created stress that slowly accumulated. Despite everything, they continued working hard because they genuinely cared about serving their community and preserving the business they built together. The emotional cost of burnout. Burnout rarely happens all at once. Instead, it grows quietly through exhaustion, pressure, and constant responsibility until people suddenly realize they have nothing left to give. For creators balancing public expectations with real-world obligations, that emotional weight can become especially heavy. She loved teaching and helping others, but the non-stop demands eventually became difficult to manage. There were customers waiting at the shop, viewers expecting uploads online, and endless responsibilities pulling attention in every direction. The pressure to stay positive publicly while feeling exhausted privately created emotional conflict many creators understand deeply. Burnout affects more than productivity. It changes energy, motivation, and mental clarity. Even tasks once enjoyed can start feeling overwhelming. She openly discussed the difficulty of maintaining balance while trying to meet everyone's expectations. That honesty resonated with audiences because many people face similar struggles in different careers and personal situations. Her willingness to speak openly about exhaustion reminded viewers that internet creators are human beings, not endless machines producing content without emotional consequences or personal limitations. Closing the shop doors. Eventually, reality forced a difficult decision. After years of hard work and emotional investment, she announced the closure of the repair shop that had defined so much of her life. The announcement was emotional because the business represented more than income. It represented memories, sacrifices, relationships, and years of personal identity. Walking away from something built through dedication and persistence is never easy. The building itself required expensive repairs, and maintaining operations had become increasingly unsustainable. Rising costs, physical strain, and changing priorities all contributed to the decision. For loyal customers, the closure felt like the end of an important chapter in the community. Many had trusted the shop for years and appreciated the honesty and care they received there. For her personally, the decision carried both sadness and relief. Closing the doors meant letting go of a major part of her past, but it also offered the possibility of rest and a healthier future. Sometimes stepping away becomes necessary even when something once brought purpose and pride. That truth resonated deeply with many viewers watching her emotional announcement online. Facing health and physical limitations. One of the hardest realities of physically demanding work is recognizing when the body can no longer keep up with years of strain. Her husband's health challenges became a major factor in the decision to close the business. Heavy lifting and constant labor had taken a serious toll over time, making daily tasks increasingly difficult and painful. Repair work may seem manageable from the outside, but years of lifting equipment and working in uncomfortable positions can create long-term physical damage. doctors eventually recommended significant lifestyle changes and limitations to protect his health. For a family business built around physical labor, those changes carried enormous consequences. Without his ability to manage larger equipment, the workload became impossible to sustain safely. The situation highlighted an important truth many workers face silently. Dedication cannot always overcome physical limits forever. Their decision reflected not weakness, but responsibility and realism. Prioritizing health sometimes means letting go of familiar routines and difficult sacrifices. Viewers appreciated the honesty with which they shared these struggles because it revealed the deeply human realities behind small business ownership and physically demanding careers. Finding strength in community support. One of the most meaningful parts of her journey was the support she received from viewers and loyal customers during difficult transitions. Online communities can sometimes feel impersonal, but her audience consistently showed genuine care and encouragement. People shared stories about how her videos helped them save money, repair family equipment, or gain confidence using tools for the first time. Others simply thanked her for bringing warmth and honesty into their daily routines. During emotional moments, viewers responded with kindness rather than judgment, reminding her that the years of hard work truly mattered. Community support became especially important during the shop closure because it helped ease feelings of uncertainty and loss. Knowing that people appreciated both the educational content and the human effort behind it created comfort during challenging changes. Her story demonstrated how authentic online connections can positively impact people's lives beyond entertainment alone. The relationships formed through shared learning and honesty became a source of emotional strength. In many ways, the supportive audience she built online became an extension of the same trust and loyalty that once defined the local repair shop community. The challenge of online imitation. As digital technology continues evolving rapidly, many creators now face challenges involving imitation, misinformation, and unauthorized use of their content or identity. She became increasingly concerned about misleading videos and fake accounts using her image or voice without permission. These situations created frustration because audiences could easily become confused about what content was genuine. For creators who build reputations based on trust and expertise, maintaining authenticity becomes incredibly important. Misleading tutorials or altered content can spread incorrect information and damage years of credibility. In technical fields like repair work, inaccurate advice can even create safety risks if people attempt repairs incorrectly. The experience highlighted broader concerns many online creators face as technology advances faster than protections or regulations. Constantly monitoring fake content and correcting misinformation added additional stress during an already difficult period. Despite these challenges, she remained committed to maintaining honesty and transparency with her audience. Her response focused on communication and reassurance rather than fear. By openly discussing these issues, she helped viewers understand the importance of verifying reliable sources and supporting authentic creators directly. Teaching people to repair instead of replace. One reason her content resonated with so many viewers was her strong belief in repairing things rather than throwing them away unnecessarily. In a world increasingly focused on convenience and constant replacement, she encouraged people to value practical skills and resourcefulness. Many modern products are designed in ways that discourage repairs, pushing consumers toward buying new equipment instead of fixing existing problems. She challenged that mindset by showing how small repairs could extend the life of machines significantly. Her tutorials empowered viewers to solve problems independently, saving money and reducing waste at the same time. Teaching repair skills also created confidence. People who once felt intimidated by tools began realizing they were capable of learning practical mechanical knowledge. That sense of empowerment became an important part of her influence online. Beyond mechanics, her message represented a broader philosophy about self-reliance, sustainability, and respecting the value of what people already own. She believed knowledge should remain accessible rather than restricted, and that practical skills deserve preservation in a rapidly changing technological world. The emotional weight of public life. Living publicly online can create emotional pressure many people never fully see. Audiences often experience only edited highlights while creators privately manage stress, uncertainty, and criticism. For someone balancing business responsibilities with internet visibility, that emotional weight can become exhausting over time. She openly discussed fears about online negativity, including concerns about unfair criticism or harmful reviews affecting her business and reputation. Maintaining privacy while also sharing personal experiences became increasingly complicated as her audience expanded. Public attention can bring opportunities, but it also creates vulnerability. Every decision becomes open to interpretation and judgment from strangers who may know very little about the person behind the videos. Despite these challenges, she continued approaching her audience with honesty and warmth. Her willingness to discuss difficult emotions made her more relatable rather than less professional. Many viewers appreciated seeing someone acknowledge stress and uncertainty realistically instead of pretending everything was perfect. That authenticity strengthened the emotional connection audiences felt toward her content and reinforced the trust she had spent years building online. The importance of authenticity. What separated her channel from countless others online was authenticity. She never tried to appear perfect or overly polished. Mistakes, frustrations, and difficult realities were part of the story because that reflected real life. Audiences connected deeply with that honesty. In a digital world often dominated by carefully controlled images and exaggerated personalities, authenticity feels rare and valuable. She approached repairs and conversations with the same straightforward attitude whether discussing technical problems or emotional challenges. That consistency created trust. People believed her recommendations because they sensed she genuinely cared about helping others rather than simply chasing views or sponsorships. Authenticity also made her educational content easier to understand because viewers felt comfortable learning from someone approachable and relatable. Over time, her personality became just as important as the mechanical tutorials themselves. Fans returned not only to fix equipment, but also because they appreciated the sincerity she brought into every video. Her success demonstrated that audiences still value honesty, humility, and real human connection even within fast-moving digital platforms focused heavily on trends and constant attention. Small businesses in a changing world. Her story also reflects broader struggles facing many small businesses today. Independent repair shops across the country deal with rising costs, supply delays, labor shortages, and changing consumer habits. Competing against large corporations and constantly evolving technology can feel overwhelming for local business owners trying to survive honestly. Small shops often provide personalized service and practical expertise that larger companies cannot easily replace, yet maintaining profitability becomes increasingly difficult each year. Physical labor, financial pressure, and unpredictable seasonal income create enormous stress for owners and families. Her decision to close the shop highlighted how difficult sustainability can become even for hard-working, experienced professionals. Many viewers related to those struggles because they have witnessed similar challenges in their own communities. The decline of local repair businesses raises important questions about preserving practical trades and supporting independent workers. Her journey reminded audiences that behind every small business are real people sacrificing time, energy, and health to keep those operations alive. Recognizing that human effort creates greater appreciation for the value local businesses bring into communities every day. Balancing passion and personal life. One of the hardest lessons many driven people learn is that passion alone cannot sustain endless sacrifice forever. Loving work deeply can sometimes make it difficult to recognize emotional exhaustion or physical strain until serious problems emerge. She genuinely cared about helping customers and educating viewers, but balancing those passions with personal well-being eventually became impossible. The desire to keep everyone satisfied created pressure that slowly consumed time, energy, and peace of mind. Learning to step back required courage because ambitious people often feel guilty slowing down or changing direction. Yet protecting personal health and relationships matters just as much as professional success. Her story encouraged viewers to think carefully about balance and sustainability in their own lives. Hard work remains admirable, but rest and emotional well-being are equally important. By openly discussing burnout and difficult decisions, she helped normalize conversations about mental health and personal limits. That honesty reminded people that success should not come at the cost of losing joy, health, or meaningful relationships entirely. Sustainable fulfillment requires balance, not constant sacrifice without recovery. Creating educational content that matters. Educational creators often underestimate how deeply their work impacts viewers. Her tutorials reach people far beyond local customers, helping individuals gain confidence and independence in practical ways. Many viewers had never attempted repairs before watching her videos. Others used her advice to solve urgent problems without expensive service costs. Teaching practical skills creates long-lasting value because knowledge continues helping people long after videos end. Her content empowered audiences to approach repairs calmly rather than fearfully, transforming frustration into learning opportunities. That educational impact became one of the most meaningful parts of her online journey. Unlike entertainment that disappears quickly, practical instruction can improve daily life directly. Audiences appreciated that her explanations focused on clarity and patience rather than showing off expertise. She treated viewers respectfully regardless of their experience level, creating an encouraging learning environment online. Through years of consistent teaching, she helped preserve mechanical knowledge that might otherwise become less accessible to everyday people. Her influence extended beyond engines because she also taught confidence, problem-solving, and the importance of believing ordinary people can learn valuable practical skills. Adapting to life after change. Major life changes often feel overwhelming at first, especially when they involve letting go of long-established routines or identities. Closing the repair shop represented the end of one chapter, but it also created opportunities for reflection and adjustment. Adapting after years of non-stop work required emotional flexibility and patience. Life after major transitions rarely becomes clear immediately. There are uncertainties, mixed emotions, and questions about the future. Yet change can also create space for healing, creativity, and healthier priorities. She continued creating content, while slowly redefining what balance and fulfillment might look like moving forward. Fans supported her through those adjustments because they understood how significant the transition had been personally and professionally. Her willingness to remain honest during uncertain periods made audiences respect her even more. Instead of pretending everything was simple or easy, she acknowledged the emotional complexity of change realistically. That perspective helped many viewers facing their own transitions feel less alone. Her story became not just about repair work, but about resilience, adaptation, and finding new purpose after difficult endings. The human side of Internet fame often appears glamorous from the outside, but creators experience emotional realities audiences rarely fully understand. Constant visibility, pressure to produce content, and public scrutiny can become mentally exhausting over time. Her journey showed the human side of online success in a way many viewers found relatable. Behind every upload were long workdays, personal sacrifices, and emotional challenges hidden from public view. Unlike carefully curated influencer lifestyles, her content reflected ordinary struggles many working people face daily. That honesty created a stronger emotional connection than perfection ever could. Audiences appreciated seeing someone who remained grounded despite growing popularity online. Her story reminded people that internet creators are not machines producing endless entertainment without emotional consequences. They are individuals balancing work, relationships, health, and personal uncertainty just like everyone else. Understanding that human reality creates greater empathy and appreciation for the effort behind meaningful content. Her experiences encouraged healthier conversations about burnout, work-life balance, and the emotional costs associated with maintaining public careers in fast-moving digital environments focused heavily on constant productivity and attention. Looking toward a new chapter. Although one chapter ended with the closure of the repair shop, her story continues evolving in meaningful ways. Years of hard work, teaching, and perseverance created more than a successful business or popular channel. They created a legacy of honesty, resilience, and practical knowledge shared with countless people. Moving forward means finding healthier rhythms, protecting personal well-being, and continuing to connect with audiences authentically. Change can feel painful, especially when it involves leaving behind something deeply loved, but it can also open doors to growth and renewed purpose. Fans continue supporting her because they appreciate not only the mechanical expertise she shares, but also the humanity behind it. Her journey reflects the experiences of many hardworking people trying to balance passion, responsibility, and personal health in a demanding world. Through every challenge, she remained committed to helping others and staying true to herself. That authenticity continues inspiring viewers long after the repair shop doors closed. In the end, her story is not really about engines alone. It is about resilience, community, and the courage to begin again when life unexpectedly changes direction.